Okay, moving on. So the next part is the piano. I mean, the piano, I love playing around with pianos. I can spend hours and hours and hours playing with all kinds of layers. One of my favourite kind of piano samples that I'm using at the minute is from F9, which is by James Wiltshire from Freemasons. Amazing, like pianos that are kind of designed to emulate the sound of like old school pianos. I don't know whether they were sampled or whether they've been recreated, but they sound incredible. This one is F9 7-bit piano. And it's really great. It's got that real kind of bite and that old school feel. Something that I find it quite hard to find with a lot of traditional piano synths. So I use this as one layer. And I obviously gave it a little skip as well at the top, just to create a bit of melody in the piano, rather than just playing chords on a loop, because they can sound a bit boring sometimes, I think, or when I do them anyway. So I try and add a bit more of a melody and make sure that there's a kind of movement throughout the piano. Okay, and then the next piano, I love layering pianos because it's really good to thicken them up. The M1. M1 is fantastic. Piano 8 on M1 is kind of the backbone of so much house music these days, and it has been since the 90s, and it's incredible. It sounds great. It thickens up any piano sounds and just really gives it that dancey kind of bite that you want to really, really come through the mix. It's just a great sound, and when you layer that on any other piano, you suddenly get that really, really upfront piano sound. So this is the two of them together. And then finally, the third piano that I added was Nexus grand piano. I've just absolutely love the Nexus pianos. They're so nice, they're so full. And for me, I often think when I'm writing, I kind of write from a mixed perspective. And the Nexus grand pianos are really full, really wide. They kind of take up a lot of room, but in the right way, sonically. And they kind of really add a lot of rich harmonics to any other pianos. And just give it that slightly more digital, almost kind of white noisy edge that you want to make a piano really come out in the mix.